Hello everybody. Welcome back to my channel. This is Aloha. I don't know if I've greeted everybody a happy 2021, and I hope you guys are having a good year so far. I've been working on this design team project for Let's Design Creative, Tonya Samuels on YouTube, and I've used her digital kits called Back in the Day, and I really loved these vintage designs that she had made because it's I love vintage, and I really enjoyed working with the designs and the papers that I incorporated in this book. So I hope you guys will enjoy. And as you can see now that there are two things I've made, and I will show you guys this after I do the junk journal flip through. So I'll put that aside. So you guys, this is the journal. I made this out of, well, really thick cardboard, and or it could even be, you know, a what is that, chipboard? Yes. And this design cover here is a digital print from Sharon, and that is Madpapercrush. And this button here I received from Maud. She has an IT shop, and that's where I got it from. And all of the information I just throw in this video, where I got things from or who it's from, then I'll just link all of that down below in my description box. So the cover is two parts because when I first initially just covered the first layer, it wasn't as good looking as I guess that's what you could say, and I thought I was gonna have to, you know, deconstruct everything, but I thought of just layering it with another piece of cardboard, and it worked. So it worked out perfectly. I made this raised here, so it looks, you know, antique. This sari silk ribbon, I just pulled it through on the side because, as you can see, this is a hidden spine, and you can untie this and actually use it as a closure, which initially that's what I did, but I thought I'd do this. So I mean, I just used a chopstick and just poke through all the way through and out. And the back is plain, but again, it has that raised cardboard. Okay, first page. This marbled paper I bought from Amazon, and here's just a book plate that you could write your name on there, or the year, or whatever you'd like. So there are 6 signatures, and then just wait until I'll show you what's in the centerfold of this. Let's see, so here's a tuck. This is a vintage postcard, and because oh, see, 1973, September 17th, because the first, you know, page is a map, I thought I'd do a little bit of a travel theme, and that's why you know, amazingly enough, I have all of these bunch of, you know, postcards in my collection, and I thought I'd look through some travel theme, and then I saw a helicopter flying over the Space Needle in Seattle, which is really cool. So that's just a a tuck spot, and I just hung this little first class mail tag there. And let's flip through, and here is a paper clip shaped out of an airplane, and this is a pocket and a vintage envelope that I just, you know, collaged, and a stamp, collaging again, and this is an authentic I mean, it's antique. It's 1917, and it is just a page because I got a few of these, and it's really cool that this letter survived 1917. I can't believe it. So it's tucked in there nicely. This is another vintage postcard, but I made it into a pocket. This is part of the digital kit. And this is a tag. I will mention that most of the labels here and these little similar things like this, it's from my friend. Oh, dear Nancy, thank you so much for your digitals. It really works so well with this theme, so thank you. This is a mixture of digitals and authentic vintage papers. For example, this is from a magazine from the 1940s, and this one I just made into, you know, an envelope, but the paper is quite thin, so just be very careful. An authentic photo. There is no date on this, unfortunately. I was hanging on to this as part of my collection, but this little boy's on a horse, so, you know, travel back in the day. French paper from a book from the 1930s, a map page, and just a coffee dyed paper. This is some kind of ledger. I mean, it's old, but I don't know if it's vintage. Could be from the 80s or 90s. I can't remember. So this, oh, look at this cool postcard. CP Air. Anybody know what that is? Well, you'll just have to read the little footnote there. And this is a top pocket. Again, just some collaging. And I received this envelope from a Happy Mail from Tonya, and I just cut this to size because it was longer, and collaged it. And inside here are copies of receipts, and these are just prints. Yeah, I printed them. This 1940s, right? So and second signature from an envelope, a vintage envelope, and this I bought also from another IG shop. It's 7 Plaza, and here is a wax seal. I collaged. This is from a friend of mine, Leanne, and these are just labels. And this was I screwed up on this one. I double printed it, but because I didn't flip it properly, it printed it again. But you know, you could use this scrap for something. An authentic 1926 receipt, and just a little card here, or journaling card. And I just kept those together. And this is from the digital kit. An authentic vintage postcard from Nancy. This is an authentic, what do you call these? Because they were like office supplies that I received from a friend. She gave them to me, and this was on here. Flashcard, but I mean, they were in a little bin. But anyways, yes, I just included it there. And some collaging from this, you know, old ledger book. An old page from a vintage magazine, and another vintage picture mom and son. I thought that was really nice. And just another journaling card, map, coffee paper, coffee dyed paper. I left this blank because you guys, you'll understand. This is another collage pocket. These are fussy cutouts from, you know, books that I have, vintage books. And this is so cool. I love this telephone, I don't know what you call this. I remember these because my mom had these, you know, writing all of the phone numbers down. But I used it as kind of a cover for these papers that, again, I received from, you know, that stash of office supplies. And this just tucks in this little sliding band. And there you go. So you can always just refill it afterwards. Look at this digital kit. This is so cool. And I made these flip out and cut out from my vintage book. This is a pocket right here and a side pocket here. Look at this. This is from the digital kit. And a vintage envelope. I made a little pocket. And you guys, this brown paper that you'll see throughout the book, I again purchased this from an IG shop, and her name is Kate, and I'll link her information down below as well. This is a music page. I left this blank. Most of the pages are well, this is a vintage paper from Leanne. Look how cool that is. Just the feel of the different types of papers that's in this book. It's so wonderful. I can't wait for, you know, whoever would like to purchase this book. I can't wait to show the rest of this. And again, this is from the digital kit. I made this little kind of this tag. This is a digital print from Nancy. And this idea was so cool. I don't know how I came up with this because I wanted a tuck. And then for some reason, I made it look like it's a tag, but it's a tuck pocket, side pocket. So guys, this is the center of the book. And this is a folio, and it is removable. I'll not remove it because so that you could see that even when I flip through the very end, it still lays pretty flat. So I made this folio again from the digital papers from Tonya, and I made this front pocket, some collaging. I tried my best with the collaging bit here. So I hope you guys like it. Here I made, again, kind of a faux tag. I thought this was really nice. And then you guys, I really like how this turned out. This is vellum paper. And these are my stamp collection. And I just put some in here. And then just did some collaging, and then I used this vintage paper. But what I did was I made slits so that the vellum can tuck nicely inside there, because when I started gluing them, they wrinkled. And I kind of wanted to do a tutorial or show you guys at least how I did it, but I was just kind of going and with a flow and didn't manage to film anything. So. But yeah, I really like how this page turned out. And just some really nice pockets full of ephemera fussy cutouts that I did. Some nice collaging. I made this removable so that, you know, if once the book gets thick, then you can take this out or travel with it and use it for other junk journals if you'd like. And these are 3 pockets right here. I didn't put anything in this one back here, but that is a pocket. Oh, there is something authentic in this one here. These things. These are really old. I don't know what these are called, but they're like message things that, you know, that people use to send messages quickly or something like that. And again, this is another authentic card. And some more pockets. Here's a side pocket that I made from an envelope with that see-through page. I don't want to take anything out, but there's lots, and these are stuffed with. And this is a vintage paper. Well, what is this again? It's one of those, you know, flashcard looking things. I don't know what it's called. And this is a postcard from like a bowling alley. Just collaging. This envelope is from Margreth from Seven Plaza that I ordered. Another tuck here. And digital kit. I left this one kind of not stuffed because, you know, you could write on this bag, you could put your own stuff in here. Again, so I've just left it, but I like this thing here. That would normally be 4, but I wouldn't really enjoy this, but I actually like the look of this. It made it look authentic, that it's old and used, and I like that. And this is from a Happy Mail from Frauke. It's an old school book. Gosh, I used a lot of outlets to create this book. But because I gave you guys so much ephemera, there's so many things you could do with these pages with, you know, the collaging and using all of that paper goodies and ephemera that I'm going to be giving you as part of this collection. So here's a side pocket, another side pocket, fussy cutout for my book. I made this little pocket and it slides open. This is a top pocket here and a little see-through window. This is an authentic pharmacy label. Vintage, of course. More authentic vintage papers, 1924. And this one is, looks like 1972. From like receipts. This is, I remember these tucked in magazines when you order them, like order forms back in the day. So I just included it there. I thought it was really neat to remember those things that you remember back in the day. So that's what the idea was, tucking things in here that you remember. And that's a pocket, and that's a vellum paper, and that's the digital kit. That's from the magazine that I have. Another pocket. And this is a, well, it's a flip out tuck pocket. And I also backed this because it was white, and I backed it with some ledger paper, digital copy. The back is this. This is really neat. This is a pocket, but it's vellum, so just be very gentle with, you know, sliding things inside here. And this is also a pocket, but it's made from an envelope, a ripped envelope, and I just collaged it, you know, and those are the writing of the person, and that's a tuck right here. That's really neat, actually. Yeah, so I like that page. And here's, I'll show you, tuck there. And this is also a tuck. And these are 2 book fussy cutout, and this is a digital print. There's a lot to go through in this book. I didn't realize. Oops, I forgot this one. And this is a tuck. This is a vintage music page. Coffee dyed paper, and then this paper clip. If you guys know, I call this the Nancy tag. If you guys follow me on IG, my friend Nancy, she makes these really neat tags, but I incorporated it with, instead of a tag, I used it and made it as a paper clip, and that's backed with a vintage page paper, and just used her digital prints to collage. And these are some tickets. This one's vintage, and this one's, it's got French in there, so, and that was just a leftover marble paper, which is this one here. This is a pocket, and this is just a paper bag. But the design on this is really cool, like advertisements. And this is just, well, a tuck. It just flips out, and well, I'll show you. This is a pocket here, so it doesn't fold out. And there you guys have it. And there you go, there's the back. It seems very simple to me. I like it. That's how it is, simple but not really simple. I like how this turned out. There's not a lot of fussy anything in here, but I still love how this book turned out. Now let's go take a look at the folio. So I had so much ephemera that I wanted to include in this book, but now it got so stuffed, so I thought of, well, that's why not make a folio? So I did. And this is from the digital kit. See, even this is from the digital kit, and it's just full of ephemera. So there's a pocket. I made another paper clip because I really like the paper clip. Turned out so well. This is a vintage wallpaper from Seven Plaza, and fussy cutout digital receipts, and yeah, so these are just either fussy cutouts from my vintage books or digital copies, prints, and just I fussy cut them out. So here's a window pocket, bingo card, and a bowling postcard. This bingo card, I remember I received this from a Happy Mail from Gypsy Rose Papery. So nice. And here's another flip out. Let me close this one. And I didn't put anything on here. I mean, you could add little pieces of paper like a little booklet, but because I did add an actual vintage booklet, and it's a date timer work organizer. See, it's so cool, this thing. It was again from that office supply haul that I received. These are flip outs, but they're pockets, and these are some of the scraps left over from the digital kit, and I didn't want to throw them out because gosh, they could be perfectly used in your pages as you know, as collage. And then I have this one, and it's just an empty book page, line paper, and that's from a vintage envelope. And I left these blank. You could either put photos in there, collage in them, maybe add more pockets. That's just up to you. And then I made this flip out. Again, more pockets here, and then pocket here. This is that little boo-boo that I did, but you know, the front works, and I just left it and I included it there. And this one, oh, this is a pocket here, and just a brown paper bag. Did I just move? And these have fussy cutouts of photos from back in the day. You know, I thought you'd enjoy some nostalgic photos that maybe reflect your own memories of your life. I thought these were really cool. Rollerblades with your girlfriends and night dancing, beach, your dog, the market. Look at this couple. Sees. And oh, I forgot to cut this. Wow. Or even this. I'll straighten that out. But yeah, I thought that brought back some memories of back in the day. So there you guys have it. I hope you guys like this book. I really enjoyed making this, and Tonya, I hope you've enjoyed this. You know, using your digital kits and being part of your design team has been such a pleasure. So thank you guys so much for watching. And yes, I have this little one. It opens up, and there's a wax seal. So it just opens up like that. And there's little things in there, ephemera, that you guys can use as well. So there, see, that wasn't hard to tie right back, right? Just don't tie a knot, just a ribbon. And there you go. I'll stuff this somewhere inside here. I just yeah, I just thought I'd leave it out just to show. Again, I wanted to thank you all for watching, and for my new subscribers, thank you so much for following along with me. I will be doing a lot more new projects. I made some little announcements in my Instagram account. I'll link that down below. But as you know, I'm planning some things this year, and I hope it will work out. And you know, thank you for all of your support, and I hope to see you guys again really soon on my next project, which, oh boy, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be fun. I've got an outpouring of ideas. So thank you again so much for watching. Have a lovely day. Bye for now, everybody.